play this record as frequently as possible.
Gotta get right with it down. One shit running and get it made. Everyone narrowing it down. No second guessing, I gotta get ready.
Start out with number 1 is just the easiest to start out with, I think. So the king of the game right now is Shocker. Wait, wrong character. All right. Wrong character. Okay. Number 1 character in the game. Defensive God. G4, bro. Easy. Easily the best unit in the game currently. Seriously, though. This guy, you know, it dethroned the champ for the last month, right? It was so obvious that Cooler became the number 1 unit, like, as soon as he dropped. And that's kind of what this guy did also, right? To, like, brainstorm everything he does. Like, he literally does everything, right? His gauge is incredibly powerful. I could actually, if we had to describe it, right? If we had to describe this unit, he's the perfect unit. Amazing stats at 14 stars. Great defensive stats. Great offensive stats. Blast armor. Every unit with blast armor is pretty much just has that advantage. Field control, all that good stuff. His blast arts, it inflicts enemy with attribute downgrade, so the debuff plus 10 to all arts cost for 3 counts is pretty good. His blue card is ridiculous, so I'm not going to read all this, but everything he does is pretty much ridiculous here. His green card fills up his gauge, destroys all your enemy cards, activates twice. Damage inflicted, he goes type neutral for 5 counts, restores your vanish. He has like multiple ways to restore vanish. I believe it's via green card, via blue card, and via ultimate, right? Yeah, green card and via ultimate, I believe, as well. 3 ways to restore vanish. He has this effect after you have a dead ally. You're reducing Dragon Balls. You're getting even more damage inflicted. He has like a pretty busted gauge, right? He has a pretty busted gauge. So every time you fill up the gauge, when it is full, you're getting key. You're getting damage inflicted. You're getting card draw speed, which, you know, he has an 8 card draw speed, so you're getting double card draw speed. And then he has stackable ult damage, so he has the potential, pretty much the hardest hitting ultimate in the game right now. You know, nobody can top this unit. If anything, there should be a gap between 1 and 2, but you know, I'm not gonna put the gap. There's no reason to put a gap there. But he is literally leagues above everything else in the game. He has a cover change for both strike and blast arts. He literally does everything. I feel like there's not too much needed explanation, but we do have the phone here just in case we need to look through someone's kit. But yeah, best unit in the game is easily LFB Stan. Second best unit in the game right now. I feel like it's definitely arguable, and that's why I think like putting them side by side right here, 2, 3 is kind of fair, because I feel like it is Pan just because she's Gohan's best partner, right? Where is Pan, by the way? Oh, Pan is right here. So Gohan's best partner. I'm gonna put her at 2 for now. Right now. And one thing I didn't say about Gohan, you know, we're going to include not only individually, I broke him down individually, but based off the meta, color, and specifically teams. Movie had already been the best team before he dropped. Hybrids now has like a ton of new options. Hybrids jumping up to the like number 1 spot as well. Hybrid Movies is literally the best team in the game. Pan just being a part of the best team, featured with the best unit. Her disruption, her just everything she does, her support, and even her damage on a lot of setups is kind of ridiculous for what she is, like what she's meant to do. I have a peer equip on like a lot of the setups that I have with her, and she's doing a shit ton of damage. So, but mostly she's literally there for support. You know, she reduces key, disrupts. She does a ton of other stuff like shorten ally sub count. And she shortens it like a couple of ways actually. Stats are pretty good. Like I said, she's a support unit. Didn't say that actually, but support unit. Look at these, bro. This is kind of cracked. 5% to damage inflicted by allies for every card she uses. So strike or blast, she's getting 5% to damage inflicted by allies. So you're ramping up your whole team by using cards with her. I don't think any other unit in the game has this. This is ridiculous. Shorten ally sub count by using a blue. Green card also shortens ally sub count. Main ability also shortens ally sub count. Increases own arts card draw speed. Falling effects occur to enemies when this character enters the battlefield. She gets all these debuffs. More damage inflicted applies the falling effects to allies when this character switches to standby. She's getting 5% damage inflicted up to 50% health restoration. She's got a strike cover change. Falling effects occur every time when hit with an enemy strike, blast, or special arts while this character is on the field. It inflicts all enemies with 2 sub counts, activates once. Reduces keys, probably the most annoying thing. Key by 15, activates 6 times. And it applies falling effects to allies after enemy attack is over. You're getting a whopping 30% to your damage inflicted. So support, disruption. She's just insane. Best support unit I think we've ever had in this game. Easily arguable top 5 unit. I'm going to put her top 2 right now. Like, not 3. I'm going to put her top 2 because she's literally the best partner for... She's literally the best partner for Gohan. And if we're talking, like, individually, like, if we didn't have the meta or units, like, to consider, like, everything right now, I'd probably put the unit that I'm about to put in 3 above her. But it's just, like, if you're running Gohan, there's a very high shot you're running Pan. So, she has a Legends Limited level kit, but as a support. Yeah, you're definitely going to be wanting to run Pan with this Gohan as well, so... for team's sake, for meta's sake, for everything included, you're going to see Pan 9 times out of 10 with Beast Gohan. Third unit, I am going to put... Where is this mofo? He's right here. Third unit on my top 10 is going to be Ultra Broly. Best team in the game. Blast Armor, Disruption. One of the few units that can actually take a hit, but... Putting him up here, obviously, I'm not even mentioning stars, but he does need to be higher starred to be even considered this placement. I think, you know, in just most scenarios, having him 10 up is this placement. 10 stars up is this placement. But the team, you can run Beast Gohan, Pan, Broly. You can run, you know, any variant of movies with Broly. It's definitely going to be good. So, stats are great. Stats are fine. He has the green card, which gets his Vanish back. You know, I'm a big fan of his gauge, so the fact that every time you pop, or the gauge gets popped, you kind of, like, disrupt, take away your enemy's, their vanishing gauge. You can pretty much just trap them, snipe them, do whatever the case. Like, there's a lot of tech plays that you can make with this guy. Everything else hits like a truck too. His blue card, his ultimate damage, you can, you know, he's a defensive, like the actual defensive menace is this guy, and he's still going to hit very hard. But it's mainly for his disruption, like that's his biggest thing. But he also takes type neutral damage every time, like for the first 5 counts when he joins the battle. Or when... The following effects occur when an enemy switches character. So every time there's a new enemy on the field, you're type neutral for 5 counts, which is actually very, very impactful here. Nullifies abnormal condition, immobilize, which... With LOE, right, I think that's like the one team that has this ability. It's a pretty useful ability to have. I think the biggest thing is literally his gauge, though, right? You get all these abilities here. Reduces enemy advantage gauge to 0. Activates 4 times. Reduces enemy key by 30. Destroys a card. Destroys a Dragon Ball for the first time. Restores health. Activates 4 times. Restore health comes in clutch OD times. And one of the biggest things is nullify a cover change. That is really, really nice. But yeah, and how can I forget? He has the universal cover change. It's not Bojack good, but it's pretty much there, right? You can throw him in for a cover against the blue card, and I think that's kind of correct. I'm going to put him at number 3. He's on the best. With the best. Is kind of the best also. Like, he's just fantastic. I think the top 3 is kind of solidified for me here. This is where it gets a little bit more, like, I haven't, like, pre-planned this. The first 3, this was the first 3 in my head. 4 through 10, I gotta kind of think about now and decide. You know, Cooler was up here. He was easily, you know, top 1 in the game before Beast Gohan came out. Now I'm struggling to put him 4 or 5. Maybe we go start with it. What do you guys think, man? What do you guys think? 4 is Pickle. 4 is not Pickle, my boy. I feel like he could definitely make the top 10, but I'm not entirely sure. Like, he's fantastic individually, and he's even fantastic with the Gohan Pan team. But I think in just most scenarios, like, you're still going to run Broly or even Revival Gohan over Piccolo. defense is kind of bugged, is it? I've heard something about that. I'm not sure 100%. Like, I don't know none about it, but if it's, if it's something, it's something. Individually, he isn't the best. I think he's fine. I think he's a great unit, but I'm going to put the units I believe should be on here. Future Gohan's an honorable mention. Coolers here. Cell could be here. This is the tricky spot. Like, literally, these are the most trickiest spots here. It takes 90% more slice damage than any other unit in the game. Well, that fucking sucks. That definitely sucks. So, yeah, I feel like Piccolo has a ton of potential. And I don't know if I'm going to include him in the top 10, but he's definitely at least in the honorable, right? For a 1% unit and paired alongside, like, specifically Gohan and Pan, it makes, like, for a nasty combo. Right? Literally, arguably, still one of the best teams, right? Movies, Piccolo being on movies, and then Gohan, Pan synergy. He actually has the ability. Him and Pan have a specific ability that caters to the three of them, right? But I think the next unit on the list, I don't want to like push this back too much, but honorable would be like possibly top 10. He's not possibly top 10, not at all. Can we put Tapion in like the top? I feel like anyone in honorable is like doesn't make it, but yeah, Tapion doesn't make it. Piccolo, I feel like he's not gonna make it. If I'm gonna put Future Gohan up top 10, he's not gonna make it. Green Trunks, thank you. I was like, I'm forgetting someone, dude. That's the unit I'm forgetting. Where is Green Trunks? I literally don't see him. Is he not here? He's right here. Okay. I knew I was forgetting someone. Yeah, Cell's not it anymore. So I'm gonna add Trunks right here. It's a weird placement right here, but I'm gonna add Trunks in a safe spot for 6 and 7. This unit has been, ever since he's dropped, literally phenomenal. He's on one of the best teams right now. Hybrids has skyrocketed in value yet again. Pan, Gohan, just top tier units. Future Gohan with his plat. Like, Hybrids has a full color wheel again. That's phenomenal. If you guys didn't know, we have the best equipment in the game also. But yeah, talking about this Trunks here, not Future Gohan. Literally does everything, right? He goes type neutral. He has 2 ultimates. On both ultimates, he restores Vanish. So both of those plays has like potential for just insane like closing out games. Like, if you can time when you want to pop those ultimates, get your Vanish back, and close out units, it's incredible. The type neutral is crazy. The blast armor is always crazy. Units that have blast armor are just superior in my opinion. Like, you have too much control with that. It's a perfect spot, not weird. Okay. Yeah, I was thinking it also. I don't want to put him too high, but I want to put him like right flat in the middle. I think he's a fantastic unit. I was putting him around this area anyways, even before this meta. Even like the cooler meta, he'd like go through his kit. Let's go through his kit. Look at the stats. The stats. Anybody in the top 10 should have fine stats. Look at that. I mean, his blast attack isn't even that far off his strike. So he can do decent damage for blast attack as well. Green card, kind of cracked. He pulls an ultimate off it. He gets health. He gets 20% to his damage inflicted. Off both ultimates, you're restoring 70% of your Vanish. You're reducing enemy ki by 70 on hit as well. Main ability, going type neutral for 10 counts there. Also, he stacks damage, so you can build him up. Applies volume effects to self every time this character uses Striker Blast. You're just comboing a lot. You're randomly drawing 1 card, activates twice, and you get your 10% to damage inflicted. He does extra damage to PO, or specifically androids here. Heavy counter to androids. There's a lot of specific things that he does. So, like, just like he's a counter to LOE, counter to droids, whatever. But just individually, I'd say, like, he's very capable of a lot of plays here. He has, the regular 50% chance to inflict extreme bleed. But I think just individually, he's great. And then now he's on one of the better teams here, having hybrids, Beast Gohan, Pan, just to support as well. Future Gohan. Hybrids is the perfect team right now. They have everything. They have every color. They have the best units. Trunks is not far off from the best units in the game. Obviously, number 1 has that little gap, but from everything else, Trunks is a perfect unit. He's great. The only thing that was holding him back, in my opinion, maybe like a month or so ago, red and purple meta was extremely dominant. And there's still so many purples lingering around, but he has that type neutrality as well. So as long as, obviously you're not putting him in games where you're going into with like double purples or whatever the case. I think he's fine right now meta-wise, especially with the Rise of Hybrids. I think this is a good spot. I gotta stop doing this. Close the phone. Okay. Next spot. I want to put Revival Gohan at least 4 or 5. I want to put Revival Gohan at least 4 or 5. So the best team in the game, in my opinion, right now is some variant of movies, and then specifically hybrid movies, right? So, Beast Gohan, Trunks over Cooler. I think I'm going to put that. I'm not entirely sure, but I'll see. Yeah. Revival Gohan is not really one of my favorite units. Hasn't been, but he's always lost value. He's gained value. He's been moving up and down the charts ever since his release, but I think he's hovered around the same spot. I think he just got insane amount of value with hybrids going up. When movies went up, right, with Cooler and all the recent movie units we just got these past couple of months, his value's been up here. So he's not really like, this isn't like anything new. He's hovered around the top 10. If not, he's been in the top 10. He just got a little bit more value. His revival value is still kind of heavy. There's a lot of units that can nullify endurance, so just having that revival aspect as well, the support, the hybrid equipment, the team to just back him up is kind of ridiculous. The comeback potential, after transformation, he's got an AoE green, stackable blue card. He just does it all as well. Like, this unit is kind of fantastic for being over a year old, no platinum equip. Paired alongside Pan and Beast Gohan, literally, I believe him to be that team specifically to be the best in the game. You run full color hybrids as well, like have Future Gohan and Super Saiyan Trunks in the mix as well. Literally makes up for a perfect team. You know, obviously it's not catered to a specific top 3 units to bring in, but you have a full color wheel for any scenario, and hybrids is literally the best. Like, I would still say movies is, but hybrids is like the second best team in the game right now, I think. So, second, or you can even argue first, right? First is still hybrid movies, right? Being Gohan, Pan, and then Revival Gohan, right? You can have a lot of purples in that option, though. You can put the Piccolo there, you can put Broly there, and it's still going to work well. But this Revival Gohan, I think, is warranted. Definitely of a top 5 spot right now. It jumped from being somewhere in the top 10, like I think 7 or 8, to a top 5 position, which is kind of nuts. I do recognize his value tremendously. So, I think this is a fine spot. Let me know what you guys think, though. Anybody else? Yeah, I don't think Piccolo makes it, honestly. I think he's fantastic, and he's definitely worthy of being in the top 10, but I don't think I'm going to add him. Droids is worthy as an honorable mention, but they don't make it, in my opinion. Individually, droids are fantastic, but it's literally not their meta. They're just not anywhere. They're not anywhere. They don't do much right now. They don't have a good team right now. Future's not busting. PO is not busting. Like, androids are phenomenal. They don't deserve to be in the top 10. They're easily top 15, I'd say. But individually, they're fine. Meta, they've fallen off the meta. They've fallen off top 10. So don't get at me. I'm not putting droids in the top 10. Tapion's definitely not going to be in the top 10, but he's like somewhere in the 15 now. I think he's gained a little bit more value. Piccolo, I want to put him in the top 10, but I don't think he makes it by like that much. Maybe like one character. I honestly think MUI might be number 10 or 9. MUI is number 10 or 9 individually, right? You could throw him on all these teams. Sun Family just rose in value, the best unit in the game. Beast Gohan with MUI. Like, MUI just himself having the auto clash win, right? Just gaining free priority. There's everything he does, like the free damage. He still hits pretty hard. The field control. MUI is just a beast. He's always been a beast. I think he's going to be number 10 or number 9 here. I might put Future Gohan on 9, honestly. I don't know. I just see the value of hybrids right now, and I want to put him higher. Future Gohan just got so much value with that platinum equip. Like, he feels really good. Like, he's very good, supportive. He does decent damage. I was just using him. You guys didn't peep. I was just using him, so I'm gonna put Cooler 6. That's my final decision. I'm gonna put Cooler 6. I didn't want to put him top 5. That's my issue. I did not want to put Cooler top 5. He can be argued top 5, and it'll be fair, right? He's either 5 or 6 right now. I'm gonna put him 6 because I don't want to put him 5. That's my mentality right now. Revhan, his top 5 is gassed. I mean, he's carried by his team, but he's definitely on the best team in the game. So everything we described is literally because he's carried by his team. I'm putting... I don't know if I want to put Revhan 4 or 5. But then again, I'm not... He just fits so well with the team, bro. So it's like... So number... What is this? Number 5 is either UG or USV. And in my opinion, Yuji is going to get carried by his team. So I want to put USV. I feel like USV just got a buck ton of value. Plus, he's not replaced. I want to argue that he's the 5th spot. I want to argue so bad that USV's the 5th spot, but I don't think he is, bro. Revival Gohan needs to stay number 4. For me, he needs to stay at number 4, and I don't want him to be at number 4. I'm just not biased. I'm not biased to characters I don't like. He's number 4 because he fits on all these teams, bro. Hybrids, movies, Sun Family. Like, he's a staple, bro. He's literally a staple right now. Pan doesn't replace Cooler as hard as B-San replaced. I think I needed that comment, Amelia. I needed that comment. Thank you, Amelia. 5 or 6. No way Coolers. Bro, Greenruff, I was live for hours, bro. I ran into 2 Coolers, bro. I feel like it is arguable, bro. The 5 or 6 is, like, not even the biggest difference, bro. You guys would say 5? I think in due time, like, even more, like, it's only been 3-4 days, and the amount of drastic impact that it's had on the amount of Coolers that you see in PvP is ridiculous, bro. Like, that's, like, I literally don't see Cooler. His value still might be there, but he's just not, like, who's higher than Cooler? I'm arguing one of the Ultras. I'd see one of the Ultras could be higher than him right now. And because of that, he's higher. My main reason with Cooler right now is that from all the games that I've played, I'm about to be top 10 in ranked right now. From everything that I've played, I have not seen Cooler. I've had no issues when I have seen Cooler. High-star Coolers, he doesn't do the same what he used to do. It's obvious that he's dropped. I'm just trying to find out how far has he dropped. He can't do what his main niche was to lock in, chain 3 cards, get a kill off, something like that. He's not doing it. We can argue that he's 5, but it's not like the biggest deal. 6 to 5 is not the biggest deal. Do you have any issues with the Ultras? It's around the same thing, bro. Cooler and the Ultras are around the same place. Honestly, I might even put Trunks down. A lot of these units are carried by their teams, bro. Everything that you can put Beast Gohan and Pan on is like, are literally going to carry everything else. So Beast Gohan Pan can be run with Trunks. Beast Gohan Pan can be ran with Cooler. Beast Gohan Pan can be ran with Broly. Beast Gohan Pan can be ran with Revival Gohan. They're all on the same team. Seeing USV this low too, like lower than Trunks, is kind of paining me, but it's specifically because of team as well. I'm thinking a lot of team consideration stuff here. I mean, like I said, Cooler could be argued maybe the 5th. I don't see him anywhere higher than 5. I don't see Cooler anywhere higher than 5. If you want to argue that he's 5th, that's fine. If you want to argue that Cooler is 5, that's fine. Like, even USV, like I said, you rarely seeing him because he's got no team. He's got no team. You're not seeing Fusions. You're not seeing Future. And if you are, they're just already inferior. Like, the team's inferior. You're not seeing these teams. Not in top rank. You are, but like I said, compare them to these teams, right? They're still inferior. Hybrid support can make Trunks perform phenomenally. I agree with that. Amount of Beast getting clapped by Cooler because Revive Hans on the team's insane. I agree. He still doesn't do what he did, bro. He's still... Pan, bro. Pan exists on all these teams, bro. Pan exists on all these teams. You swap into Pan, he's doing 1 card, my boy. He's doing 1 card. That's it. USG above Cooler, I don't agree. It's not an individual list. Anyone that, you know, obviously you're going to critique and everybody has their own opinions, but just keep in mind who's making the list. And I also play this game, like the only game I play. So, let me tell you one thing. Cooler's not that guy. He's still that guy, but he's not doing what he used to do with Pan and Beast in every game, bro. He's literally, like, can perfectly counter Cooler. He's in every game, bro. I don't think Cooler is bad by any means. Cooler's not bad by any means. It's just, like, the value that he has to make movies, like who is going to fit better with the top units in the game? USG or Cooler? Exactly. It's current meta. It's not individual. You can obviously take them into consideration, and it's going to affect their placements. But a lot of these placements, look how high Revival Gohan is. You think I'm putting him up here because of how good he is individually, bro? How specifically good he is individually when his first life gets literally 1 comboed? He has a lot of utility. He has a lot of utility, and he does a lot for his team, and he's on the best team. You can honestly even argue MUI number 8, Sun Family, Z abilities. Does MUI have the Sun Family Z ability? I believe he does. He does not have the Sun Family tag. Goddamn. All right, never mind. MUI also needs to be... He does not have the Sun Family tag. MUI does not have, I repeat, does not have the Sun Fam tag. Piccolo is better than MUI as well. The thing is, MUI is just much better individually. So I'm not just saying only meta, only team, or only individual. I'm taking everything into consideration. Who we're gonna say does more? MUI easily does more than Piccolo, and that's just my opinion. Piccolo is definitely on the better team right now, and that's why I can argue him. But I don't know if I can see him having long-term value. Like, movies, fine. Movies more strike-oriented, 1. 2, he's a perfect pair with Pan and Gohan. You could definitely argue it, and I get it. But units like USV and MUI are like strict on this list because of how good they are individually. What team could I use them on? Sun Family. I could easily use them on Sun Family. Easily use MUI on Sun Family. You could throw MUI on movies. There's leader slot. You argue any of these units on leader slot. USV, same situation, right? Sun Family has a peer, by the way. So Gohan, Sun Family, MUI, Revival Gohan, Beast Gohan. Purple, red, blue, synergy. I think that's a fine team. Plus Piccolo supports Beast and Pan. Like I said, I think they're a very, very good synergy. I just don't know if I would place them above any of these other units. I can't put Piccolo above MUI. I don't think I could. You're using MUI over Pan, though? No, I don't need to be, though. It doesn't change how good MUI is, does it? It's the same reason with USG. You don't see me using USG over Beast, do I? But it doesn't change who USG is. Wow, do we do this? Are we crazy for this? Putting Future Gohan over USV? I don't feel crazy by doing that. Let me know what you guys think of this placement. Let me know what you guys think of this placement. It feels crazy doing this. I think individually, I'd still put USV up. Team's sake, hybrids. I think it's a bit crazy. Because of how good individually USV is. But team value, equipments. It's another pure hybrid battle member. You guys seen the team I was running right before I made this list? USV can't make that team possible. Like, equipments-wise, obviously you could USV debuffs. That's his support for the team. But Future Gohan just provides the better synergy, I think. How you put Future Gohan over USV, but MUI over Piccolo? MUI over Piccolo. MUI is better than Piccolo individually. Future Gohan's better than USV team-wise. That's why. Easy explanations. It's not rocket science, people. I don't know if I'm going to do it yet. That's why I'm sitting here thinking about it. I think Super Vegito is, you could put him over it and it wouldn't be like, crazy because of how good he is. But literally, team I was just running on stream, cracked beyond belief. The team is pretty freaking good. This team right here, pretty freaking good. And not to mention the full color wheel hybrids is meta. Want a full color wheel. What do you value more, team or individual power? I value both. I don't have a biased or a specific. You need to have both. You need individual power and you need team. But I will lean a lot more sometimes to team. Because, of course, you're going to need individual. If you don't have individual, you're not on this list, no matter what. You need to have individual. But teams do carry, right? Right now, hybrids is top, dude. Hybrids is on top. Well, no one's running USV, bro. No one's running USV. Compared to how many people are running Gohan and hybrids right now, like, people will look at me, like, say I'm crazy, like, all this shit. But it's true. I just spent hours on stream, bro. And I ran into many future Gohans. Bro. Piccolo's in a good spot, dude. I just don't see the individuality on it. I had Piccolo top 10, like, a couple days ago, but I don't know. I don't think I could put Piccolo above MUI. MUI is just better individually. You can't go by one or the other. We have to go by both. Keep in mind, MUI still ran with Beast, just like Piccolo still ran with Beast. Would you rather have auto wins, auto dodge mechanic, endurance at last man standing, so much more control than Piccolo does, and Piccolo gets shredded right now. Plus, he's bugged, apparently. And this is a current list. Are we going to put a bugged character in the top 10? I repeat, are we putting a bugged character in the top 10? Let me know. Bugged Piccolo over MUI anytime. I don't know, man. I think the auto shit, bro. If you can play like a god with MUI and bait out clashes, bro. Piccolo takes 100% more damage for units with swords. Piccolo's not making top 10, bro. Bro, stop. Don't underestimate MUI, bro. Oh my god, how many people underestimate this character is ridiculous, bro. Bro, he literally gets free priority. Strike-based meta. You get free priority, bro. Just bait clashes. Just get good. Come on, my people. This is my list. By the way, I've decided, you know, take it how you will. But, I think this is the list. I don't think I want to swap over USG or Cooler. I'm giving a lot of these units value, by the way. I'm giving a lot of these people, or a lot of these units value strictly because of the meta, right? Revival Gohan's this high because of it. Gogeta's in an interesting place. He's obviously replaced, but can still perform better than Cooler can in this meta with the best units in the game. USV better than, I would put, you know, if I could pick, I'd say USVs, I'd prefer him over Future Gohan in a lot of instances. Just team value right now, hybrids being in a better position is what it is. You're seeing more of Future Gohan. Let's be real here. Who are we seeing more of? Future Gohan, USV. I'm gonna go with Future Gohan. Are we seeing many Coolers? He's dropped down. Revival Gohan has been very common, frequent. Blah, blah, blah. Gogeta's just Gogeta. Some place. I don't know if I want to put Gogeta this side. I don't want to underestimate the boy. Guys, this is the list. I'm not going to think about it more. If I have any changes, then obviously I'll talk about it and stuff. But this is my current list. This is the list I'm going to settle with. I don't think it's a humongous deal for anyone that wants to argue Cooler top 5 or putting a unit a little bit higher than another unit here. They're all in the top 10, right? I don't think this 1 or 2 placement difference is going to be like the biggest deal in the world. These are my top 10 units specifically. Nobody that's... Everybody that's in the top 10, I believe, belongs in the top 10 here. So, yeah, this is it, man. If you guys are watching this as a video, like, comment, subscribe. I'll catch you guys in the next one. And that's the video. I'm about to catch my flight, so you don't gotta wait on me.